Chanimov, Shalom Aleichem. Mike Janashvili, Shalom Aleichem. Wow, the whole mafia. Hevel, where are you walking? Shalom Aleichem, how are you? Everything is good? Mr. Borchov, Shalom Aleichem. Malo Bachor, Ibrahimov, Shalom Aleichem. How are you guys? Everything's good? Wow, Tamar is here. Akilov, thank you. Shalom Aleichem. Yosef Aula, Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Mr. Rafal Arambayev, Taps. Sha'arei Administrator, Shalom Aleichem. How are you guys? Arthur Pinchasov is here. Wow. Wow. David Pinchasov. Nice. DT, I don't know. Who is this? Shalom Aleichem. iPhone, I don't know who is this. Okay, Mr. Arthur Ishakov, Shalom Aleichem. Okay, guys, now we're having today an amazing Zera Shimshon. It's going to take some time, but it's not going to be more than 30 minutes, Berlin, Be'ezrat Hashem. But this parsha, as you know, this is the longest parsha in the Torah. It talks about Nesiim, and then it talks about Sotah. Sotah means when a person warns his wife not to go into hiding with any man, and then she goes to hiding with that man that she was told not to go to hiding, and husband cannot live with her. He said, listen, I told you not to go with him to this apartment, and you went to hiding with him for 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Door was locked. People tried to knock. You didn't open the door. I cannot live with you until I know you're clean. She said, no, I'm clean. I didn't sin with him. If she says, I sinned with him, bye-bye. She's sinner. But if she says, I did not sin with him, but we have two witnesses, right? Two witnesses that they went to hiding, which is a big problem. So now, they bring her to Beit HaMikdash. A Kohen asking her. Kohen is asking her, say, Mrs. So-and-so, did you sin with this man? If she says yes, good. Take your get, bye-bye. Bye. But if she says no, here where all these questions come up. Then Kohen is asking and asking. No, I did not sin. I'm not sinner. I'm good and this and that. Once she's not admitting, then Kohen is forced to take a special dirt. Special dirt, put in the cup with the whole pasuk with Hashem's name in it. She has to drink it. If she's a maidservant, her maidservant cannot see her, because when she sees her maidservant looking at her, she would look at, I'm a boss, and she's my servant. Like, she's gonna think good about herself. We want to break her. If she sinned, we want to show her you're nothing. Therefore, everyone has to see her. And if any person saw Sotah like this through suffering, and she'll drink the water and she dies, he has to take upon himself to become Nazir. What means Nazir? Don't drink wine, don't get haircut, don't cut your nails, okay? Nazir, not only wine cannot drink, even seeds cannot eat from the grape, even cannot pass by the vineyard, where they grow grapes. He knows that house has grapes, he has to go around the block. He cannot walk there. That's the law in the Torah. Why? Because he will eat one grape and it will cause him to drink the wine. And he's not allowed to drink the wine because he's Nazir. But I'll tell you one thing. Let's say somebody says, I want to take upon myself not to drink wine anymore. And he doesn't drink wine anymore. Is he a sinner? Or he does a mitzvah? According to Torah, even though somewhere he's doing a mitzvah, but he's a sinner also. Why? Hashem gave wine for us to have benefit from. And he makes wine forbidden for himself. Therefore, it's asur. But in one case, only in one case, when a person knows he's very beautiful, and he says, I want to be Nazir, I want to become Nazir because I'm very beautiful, I don't want to sin, in that situation, it's a mitzvah for him to do that, and he's not doing any sin at all. But still, he has to bring korban because maybe he has wrong intentions. After this beautiful short introduction, I could tell you now the Zera Shimshon. Now we're learning today Zera Shimshon, page Kuf Samech Bet, Parashat Nasso, letter Zayin. Nedarim Perek Kama, in the first chapter in Gemara Nedarim, page 9b, Tanya Amar Shimon HaTzadik. The Shimon HaTzadik said, Miyamai lo achalti asham nazir. I never ate a sin offering korban from a Nazarite, from Nazir. A person who said, I am Nazir, he has to bring one of the korbanot as sin offering. Why? Because he made himself forbidden all these grapes, wine, and so and so. He made himself forbidden these things. So Shimon HaTzadik says, I never ate from Nazir this. Why? Because I know he's sinning in the end of the day. I don't want to eat something that made from sin. Ela echad. Miyamai lo achalti asham Nazir tameh. I never ate Nazir tameh. Person who became Nazir, he said, I want to be Nazir, let's say 30 days, that's the minimum Nazirut, right? And he, within 30 days, he touched dead body or he ate grapes, anything. So he falls off. If he touches dead body or dead rat, he becomes Nazir Tameh. Then he has to bring a korban because he didn't fulfill his job. And now he has to start Nazirut after bringing korbanot from all over. So Shimon HaTzadik says, I never ate Nazir from Tameh, Ela Echad, but only one. One guy, he was a real legit Nazir. Pa'am achat, ba Adam Echad, Nazir min Adarom. Look, every word here is important. One Nazir came from the Darom. What's Darom? Darom is what? South. Sorry, Tzafon is south, now Darom is north. Give me a second. I'll be back in a second. Just a second. Now listen to every detail here. Every detail is important. I saw this person who became Nazir. Nazir is person makes his hair long, nails long, not allowed to drink wine, not allowed to eat grapes, nothing of those. Okay? So Shimon HaTzadik says, once I saw this beautiful looking guy, came from the south, Yafe Enaim, he had beautiful eyes, Vetov Roi, good looking, Ukvutzotav Sudurot Lo Taltalim. His hair was braided nice and beautifully. He had beautifully braided hair. Amarti lo, Beni. And I said to him, said Shimon HaTzadik, my son, ma ra'ita la'ashchit sa'arecha zena'eh. He said to him, my son, what did you see to cut your beautiful hair? Why would you cut your hair? So beautiful. You're so beautiful man. Why would you do that? Amar li, he said to me, ro'eh ha'iti le'aba be'iri. Guys, I'm going to show you someone. Please don't get scared.
Hi. How are you guys? Do you guys miss me? I miss you all.
Oh, okay. Amarli, he said, Ro'eh ha'iti le'aba be'iri. I was a shepherd for my father in my city. Shepherd, a person who watches sheep. I was a shepherd for my father in my city. Vehalachti lemalot maim mina ma'ayan. And I went to the well, to the spring of water, to get water. V'nistakalti beboa sheli. Bebabua sheli. And I saw my, how you say that in English? Not the reflection. How you say that? Your shadow. And he said, I saw my shadow in the water. Upachaz yitzri alai, and I saw beautiful image of myself underwater. My Yetzer Hara woke up, start shaking in me. Ubikesh letordeni min haolam. My Yetzer Hara desired to take me out of this world, makes me sin. My Yetzer Hara pushed me to do all the averot. So I said to myself that I will not sin, but I will be Nazir. Amarti lo. So Shimon HaTzadik said, excuse me, your Yetzer Hara made you crazy about yourself? He said, what do you think you are? Shimon HaTzadik said to him, what do you think you are? Rasha. He said, I told him, Rasha. Lama ata mitga'eh ba'olam she'eno shelach. Why are you such a ga'ava? I was so beautiful, I'm this, I'm that. Why are you showing off in the world that does not belong to you? Bemishu atid liyot rima vetole'a. He said, one day you guy, Shimon HaTzadik said, you think you're beautiful? One day you will turn to worms after 120. Ha'avodah, it's like a swear. She'agalecha l'shamayim. I will cut your hair off for Hashem's name, for the sake of God. And this time when Shimon HaTzadik said to him, Miyad amati v'nashaktiv al rosho. Shimon HaTzadik said, I got up at this time and I gave him a kiss on his head. Amarti lo. Shimon HaTzadik said to this beautiful, nice-looking guy, I told him, Beni, my son, kamot chayirbu nozre nazirot be'Israel, like you should be all the Nazirim in Jewish nation. Why? Because you're a real Nazir. You became Nazir not because one day you woke up and said, I don't want to drink wine anymore, I want to be Nazir. No, you saw you beautiful. You saw your Yetzer Hara is trying to break you like Yosef HaTzadik. Remember Yosef HaTzadik, how beautiful he was? Potiphar's wife was his biggest Yetzer Hara. That was the monster to bring him down. And he fought with her. So now, he said, I see you are true Nazir. I want to eat your korban. We didn't bring a korban because I see a big tzaddik. Alecha katuv omer. It says, for you the pasuk says, Ish ki yafli lindor neder. If a person made it specified to bring to vow Nazir la'azir, to become Nazir la'azir la'Hashem, to become Nazir for Hashem. Ad kan leshono. Until here is the pasuk. Until here says Shimon HaTzadik. Again, he said like that. Now, Zera Shimshon brings this Gemara from Gemara Nedarim, page 9b, and Zera Shimshon takes every piece of this Gemara and shreds it, makes it into pieces, and then explains deeply. Look how Zera Shimshon teaches us to learn Gemara. Don't read Gemara, have information, and go sleep with it. No, take that information, cut in pieces. Why I heard this, why I saw this, why it happened like this, why it happened like that. When you do that in life, Hashem also takes mazal of yours and brings it up to you with different corners that you should have atzlacha in life. And Baruch Hashem, guys, listen carefully. Take a note today, notes. This is the lowest in life we got. From now, that's all. Every second in life will be going only up. Today I heard good news. Somebody told me, they said already to the special doctors already. They said to doctors, go tell your patients from now on you could walk outside without gloves. Just wear mask. That's a good news. Already they say whatever you touch does have that strong effect, but make washing heads. Natilat yadayim. Mr. Arthur Pinchasev is asking what means month of Sivan. Sivan stands for 4 letters. Samech Yud Vav Nun. There's many reasons for that, but I'll give you one more. Samech is sof. Sof means the end. Yud is yisurin, of sufferings. The end of sufferings. Vav is utchilat, and the beginning. Nun is nisim, miracles. The end of suffering and beginning of the miracles. That what means month of Sivan. Both of you get inside like the doors. Get inside like the doors. Guys, I'm sorry. There's my police officers are bothering me over here. I need to take care of it. I'm sorry. Odi, both of you out. Give me a second. Okay, are we ready to start the Sha'arei the Gemara? Yeah? You have no idea how much I'm happy, guys. These 2 months, what we went through, Hashem knows. But now we'll start carefully see each other. Carefully, learn Torah together. Grow in Torah and mitzvot be'ezrat Hashem. And have only happy occasions and miracles. Now I'm reading the Zera Shimshon. V'kosher, and it's difficult. Mazot miha. What is this wondering? She'asa Shimon HaTzadik, that Shimon HaTzadik did. Ma ra'ita lahashchit se'arecha ze na'eh. He said, what did you see to cut off or ruin your such a beautiful hair? V'alo kaimalan, we've learned, Gemara Sotah, page 2a, Haro'eh sotah bekilkula yazir atzmo min hayayin. Whoever sees woman does not follow the Jewish laws, hiding with a man, and she brought to Beit HaMikdash, whoever sees that, he has to stop himself from drinking wine. Why? Because wine causes person, when he drinks wine without limit, it causes him to lose his brains and do all the sins. V'shema ra'asota begilkula o kadomela. So Shimon HaTzadik, why are you asking this guy? What did you see to cut your hair? Maybe he saw sotah. If he saw sotah, now it's good for him to cut his hair. So what's the problem with that? But then also, lama amarlo sa'arech ze na'eh. Why did he say you have such a beautiful hair? The mashma davka mipnei sha'arei na'eh haya midmaya haya matmiha. Maybe Shimon HaTzadik saw that there's such a beautiful hair, and this way he was shocked. He was like wondered, like, why such a beautiful hair? Why are you cutting your hair? Because it's such a beautiful hair. Why would you do that? So that is the question. Ve'od, and another question. Hikshe Marsha is asking, Ma ba lelamdenu shelo haya le'aba be'ilo. Can I ask you a question? Who cares who he is? He says, I was a shepherd to my father in my city. Where? In the south. Who cares about that? Guys, do you understand the questions? Every point is important in the Torah. Torah or the world does not learn by itself like this. Everything has a detail. If somebody is born on the 5th of Sivan, let's say, 10th of Sivan, why? Somebody's name Avram, why? Somebody's name Yitzchak, why? All this has deep meanings. In the Torah, there's nothing simply like this. The world has so much answers for every question, you'll be shocked to know the truth. So Shimon HaTzadik saw the guy. He asked him, who are you? He says, I'm from Darom, I'm from South. I was my father's shepherd. Who cares? And he said, you're such a beautiful guy, such a beautiful hair. Why do I need all this information for? Why Shimon HaTzadik is asking all these points? And why Gemara mentions in Gemara Nadarim, page 9a, 9b, all these points. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I forgot to put Kakuriev's phone on. It's a problem. 1 second. I want to say Mazal Tov, special Mazal Tov to Kakuriev's family, Rabbi Avraham Kakuriev, who is running the program of Bayachat that our Shiurim put on YouTube every weekly. He had today baby girl. Hashem should give him bracha, atzlacha, He should raise all his children, bring them all to the chuppah. Hashem should give him and his wife many more kids. They should see nachat from all their children, and this child should bring nachat to all Klal Israel. And I would like to take a moment and say, Refuah Shlema to Chol Cholei Amo Yisrael. I'll mention all the names just now. I mentioned all the names. Hashem should give to everyone Refuah Shlema and Besorot Tovot. Besorot Tovot. Everyone, whoever is sick, Hashem should give them Refuah Shlema. And whoever is waiting to have children, Hashem should give them Leida Kala Be'ezrat Hashem. We should hear good news from everyone. And everyone should be safe. Amen. So now, Ve'od Iksha Ma'arsha, and also Ma'arsha asked, Ma ba lelamdenu shelo'eh haya le'aba be'ilo. What is coming to teach us that he was a shepherd for his father in his city, in the south. Uma ichpat im ba min hadarom o min acher, o mimakom acher. What's the difference if he comes from south, from north, from east, from west? What's the difference? Well, I told us to say he's coming from south. Umahu lama ata mitgaeh. Why Shimon HaTzadik also said, hey, why are you making so much gava? Why you think so much about yourself? Why Shimon HaTzadik would talk to him like this? Ubemishu atid liyot rima v'tolea. And also, Shimon HaTzadik told him, in the future, you will become, all your body will turn after 120. You'll turn to worms and all these kind of creatures, right? All the body will turn to worms. So what are you talking too much about yourself now? Because this guy said, I'm so beautiful, I'm so handsome. Then Shimon HaTzadik put him down right away. He said, oh, you're going to become...
You need it?
Guys, give me a second.
I'm sorry, you terrible. You wanted to catch the video.
So he said, I saw my shadow. One more time. This guy said, I saw my shadow, right? And I saw my shadow was telling me, wow, he's so beautiful, so nice. And he said, I spoke to myself and I said, you Rasha, one day you'll become worms. And now you're showing off so much. You're talking too much about yourself. One day you'll be worms. And what are you thinking too much about yourself? במישהו עתיד להיות לימה ותולע, היה לו לומר, איך אתה מתגאה בשערי? So, the guy, when he spoke to the shadow, he could have said, hello, why are you showing off so much with my hair? אם אני יכול, להסירו ולגלחו. He could have said to his shadow, if I want, I could just cut it off, make myself bald. ולמה אמר במשהו עתיד להיות אחר מיתה? Why did he say after 120 you'll become worms? That's already after the death. Say something now. Why he didn't say, you know what, I'll go home, I'll cut my hair, finished. I'm not beautiful anymore. Because, Gemara says 90% of a person's beauty is on his hair. So he said, if I'm beautiful, my shadow tells me you're a beautiful guy, I'll go home and I'll give a haircut to myself. That's all. I'm not beautiful anymore. But he says, no. He says, you're going to be worms after 120. Why such a statement? What, everything in life now you're going to compare to death? Come on, that's not nice. That's not right. יש לומר שעשה כן כדי להזכיר לו יום המיתה, כדגרסינם בברכה דף עמוד א'. Because maybe he compares to what it says in Gemara Brachot. Gemara says, if your Yetzer Hara comes to you, right? Remember? You have to say Shema Israel. If no, learn Torah. If no, remember the day of death, right? So this is what he did right away. This is what he did right away. He remembered the day of death right away. So could be this way he did it. I azil Mutav. Ilav yishkod lo yom hamita, because over there Gemara says, if you did all those stuff and it helps you, good. If not, then remember the day of death. Because Makam Kasher. Still difficult. Lama kafal leshono. Why did he made double language? Lama atamid gae ba'olam she'eno shelcha. Why are you making gava in the world that doesn't belong to you? Ubimishu atid liot ima v'tolea. And he said, what further? He said, and also that you will become worms after 120. So that is the double language, and this is the question. Why he made double language? And why he didn't say simply, I'll go home and I'll take haircut? Why did he say, why did he say, statement that has to do after death? Now, I want to go with you a little bit deeper. And Zera Shimshon quotes here Zohar. It says like this. V'yesh lomar, de'ita bezohar, parashat vayeshev, dekad yetzer hara chomi lebarnash, mitaken beresha, misasel besare, ochid be. Anytime when Satan, Yetzer Hara, sees a person is too busy with his hairstyle, hair, this, that, and he makes nice curls and this, that, nice, I say, taltalim, strings of the curls here, there. Satan starts screaming. Yetzer Hara started laughing at him. He said, ha, ha, ha. This guy, this is mine now. This guy belongs to me, says Yetzer Hara. Achid be, he's making fun of him. He's happy now. But Omar didihu, and he Yetzer Hara says, this guy is mine. I swallowed him. Anyone makes weird haircut that looks like a goy, and he makes all these curls with a bunny here, bunny there, right? Long, like tails, this, that. Yetzer Hara starts screaming, laughing, and saying, this guy belongs to me. But Shimon HaTzadik, and Shimon HaTzadik wants to say like this. Im nazarta atzmacha bishvil Yetzer Hara, if you made yourself nazir, that you should be forbidden to get haircut, and you should be forbidden, means haircut, long hair is also ugly, right? And you should be forbidden from wine, and from impuring yourself to dead people. Im nazarta atzmecha bishvil Yetzer Hara, lama silsalta bisarecha. If you made yourself nazir, why did you make your hair curl? Kedeh sheitgare b'cha Yetzer Hara. Why you made curls? Just Yetzer Hara should be having gava to you. That should start out with you. Ad שהוכרחת להשחית שעריך, זה שעשיתו כל כך נאה בסלסוליך. Why are you making your hair so beautiful curls? So Yetzer Hara should start out with you, and then you get haircut. That doesn't make sense. Then you're not good Nazir then. Why did you make Nazir yourself? Just for you to be beautiful. Yetzer Hara starts out with you, and then you take your curl away. That's why you became Nazir? Is that real Nazirut? Who heshiv lo? He said to him, no. No, Rabbi, you got it wrong. Yeah, I didn't mean that. Ro'eh hayiti le'aba be'iri. He said, I was a shepherd to my father in my city. Vezoti atshuva. And that is his answer. I was not a man of fashion. I was a shepherd. I was a nobody. Yes, I was beautiful by nature. Lama shesha'alo. Lama silsel besaro. So why he asked him, why you made curls in your head? The lo kafati tzro alav ala silsul. The hu hayakvar nasui. Be'en lo od hirhul ara averot. This guy was not a kid. He was a married guy. he was a married guy, and he doesn't care about averot anymore, because once you're married, you're protected. Your wife saves you from sin. So he said, I don't care to make my hair beautiful. It's by nature like this. I didn't do that, so girls should look at me and I go sin, then I'm going to stop myself from sin, and I became Nazir. No, that's not the case. I'm a married person. Just I'm beautiful by nature. Ditnan be Kiddushin, as long in Gemara. In Mishnah, Gemara Kiddushin, Perek Dalet, Mishnah Dalet, Perek Dalet, chapter 4, Mishnah 14, Rabbi Yehuda Omer. Rabbi Yehuda says, Lo yir'e ravak bema. Gemara says over there, Mishnah says, a person who is a single should not be shepherd. He should not be with animals. Why? Because since he's not married, maybe Yetzirah will be crazy, making him crazy. Maybe he's going to sin with animals. Even though, text me one more time, I'm sorry, I didn't see. Somebody texted something, I didn't see it, I'm sorry. Okay, we'll get back to that. The afsik el chachachamim, the materin, even though b'sak halacha. Of course, even if person married, he shouldn't be doing hair like that. But Gemara says, when person is married, he's more protected. For example, I'll give you an example. Gemara says a person should not eat hot stuff before going to sleep. Stuff that warm the body, heavy meat, heavy shashlik, okay? Other hot stuff, because he might come to see semen when he sleeps. Or he should not sleep on his back, he should not sleep on his stomach, because it might come to Zera Levatala. But if he's married, garlic, thank you, Mr. Arthur Pinchas. See, thank you, you guys care about me, thank you. But if he's married, he's allowed to sleep on his stomach, he's allowed to sleep on his back, he's allowed to eat garlic, he's allowed to eat meat, all this heavy stuff, chicken, fat meat. I mean, today, listen, guys, you don't want to play with this. It's a how they call it? Cholesterol. It's cholesterol. It's not healthy to eat heavy stuff and going to sleep. You have to at least walk a little bit and sleep at least 4 hours after you eat. Don't eat nothing heavy 3-4 hours before you go to sleep. It's not healthy. It's not heavy. It's not healthy. It's not even healthy for heart. Sometimes heart cannot handle it. So, but if person is married, Torah says you're allowed to eat heavy stuff a little bit before you sleep. Why? Because you're married, and we're not worried that you're going to. So why Chachamim said if you a single, you still are allowed to watch, be shepherd for the animals? Why? The answer is very simple. Because all this desire for animals, Jewish nation, the world had before Shavuot, before we got the Torah on Har Sinai. Gemara says as soon as they got the Torah on Har Sinai, Paska Zohamatan. Gemara says their Tum'ah stopped. Actually, this was these days. Tum'ah stopped. Some say from first Siman, some say from 7th Siman, from 6th Siman. Okay? But as soon as they stood by Har Sinai, the Tum'ah of desire for the animals went away. Oh, where did it begin? It began by Chava. When Chava lived with the snake. Chava lived with the snake. She had desires for the animals, and whoever lived after her had desires for the animals, and they had to work for it. And now, since Klal Israel stood by Har Sinai, their desire went away, but Goyim did not go away. A Jew cannot give his animal to a Goy to be shepherd. Why? Because Goy will go and sleep with the animal of a Jew. If so, then why are you allowed to buy from a Goy animal? Because Goy, when he has his own animal, he's careful not to sleep with his animal. Why? Because if he sleeps with his animal will never have babies anymore, but he doesn't want it. He wants his animal to have babies. Why? Because that's his business. He doesn't want to hurt his business. So therefore, you're allowed to buy an animal from a Goy. So let's go further. Jewish nation were never chashut on animals. And also Ran in Gemara Shabbat says, I saw this Ran close to 15 years ago, maybe more than a bit. Ran says, why you're not allowed to write Sefer Torah on the skin of a fish? You know, there are some fish have thick skin, thicker than a cow. So why are you allowed to write Sefer Torah on the cow skin, on the deer, sheep, goat skins, but not fish? Why not? You're allowed to eat fish. Mina mutar b'ficha. You're allowed to eat this type of family of fish. Yeah, what's the problem? Why not? Gemara says, Ran says, because when by Har Sinai, all the people, Klal Israel, and all the animals came to get pured from the dirt of Chava, fish cannot come because fish has to be in the river, in the ocean. They couldn't come, so therefore their tum'ah remained. Therefore, Ran says approve. If you take a chicken in a garbage 3 days and a fish in a garbage 3 days, fish will stink worse than chicken does. Why? Because it says Zoma. Next, Im kol zeh katav bala Tosfot Yom Tov beresh perek dalet dezavim, and Tosfot Yom Tov quotes from the beginning of the chapter of Zavim. The Gedol Israel hayu machmilim al atzmam shelo yir'eh lavak be'ain sham. Big rabbis, they were careful to make sure that a young guy who's not married, he should not be shepherd. He should not watch over animals. Va'asilsul hazeh lo haya ela lechavod hamakom kedamlinan b'Shabbat. And these quarrels that he made in his hair, like round curls, sorry. And these curls in the hair, thank you, sorry. Tzaddik, thank you. So these curls that he made on his hair, that was only for Kvod Shamayim. He did it for Hashem. Shabbat. It says in Gemara Shabbat, page 50b, Rochetz Adam Panav. A person should wash his face and take care of his body and do curls, L'chvod hamakom, for the sake of Hashem, for the honor of Hashem. Ve'im bishvil le'afot atzmo asur. But if he does for personal beauty, that is forbidden. And we have one more side left. It's going to take 10 more minutes. But, guys, we began from the Nazir. Then we said, Shimon HaTzadik said, there are many types of Nazirim I don't agree with. Why? Because they want to forbid things that I'm not happy about. Because it's not good to forbid things that Hashem permitted you. Some people just be machmir on something. They don't know what they're machmir for. All the halachot in the world hold that they're allowed to have benefit. And here they say, I want to be machmir. Good luck. Hashem gave permission, you want to forbid it. I don't know who gave you permission to forbid stuff on you. Because Shimon HaTzadik was not happy about it. He said, you are Nazir who gave permission to be Nazir. I'm not happy about this. Therefore, I don't want to eat from your asham, from your sin offering, guilt offering, sorry. And this guy, when he said, I heard my shadow talk to me, he said, now I had to speak about, to calm down my shadow. And then Shimon HaTzadik kissed him and said, from you I'll eat. Why? Because you're a real guy. You're a real guy that you became Nazir, L'Shem Shamayim. So now, the question was, why he had these curls? The answer is he just had it for beauty, maybe. Maybe he did for beauty for Hashem's name. Because Gemara in Shabbat, page 50b says what? If you make curls for get beauty for Hashem, that's what your importance is. Now Moshe Feinstein, just 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years ago, he had students, many students, and he said, listen, you're Ben Torah, you're a religious Jew, you got to dress normally in the street. You got to walk presentable. So people don't say, this religious guy, look how they dress, look how they act, look how they behave. So you got to be beautiful inside and beautiful outside. Do not make Chilul Hashem. Now let's go further. V'omar, and he said, Lo hayiti be'iri. I was a shepherd in my city. The Hainu, Darom, in the south. Shesham hayu chachamim gedolim vetzadikim. Why is mentioned south? Because south is like Borough Park, like Williamsburg, like Bnei Brak. He said, I'm coming from the place where there's a lot of big rabbis there. Lakewood, okay? He said, I'm from south. Kedamrinan. It says in Gemara Tamid, page 31b. 31, Hashem's name, right? Ziknei HaNegev. What is that? The elders of the Negev. Ufi she'adam hazeh hirgish ba'atzmo she'al shnei devarim pachaz yitzur alav. Since he realized, because of two things, his Yetzer Hara got awakened in him. What are the two things? Achat al yofi se'aro. One is because it's beautiful hair. But achat al yofi einav vetov mar'ito. And second beauty because it's beautiful eyes and beautiful appearance. Lachen keneged ha'se'ar amar. Therefore he said to himself, to his shadow, two things. To the hair, he said, Lama ata mitgaeh ba'olam she'eno shelcha. Why are you showing off in the world that doesn't belong to you? Shelemachar ani yachol legaleach otcha. Because tomorrow I could cut you off, give a haircut, finished. Ukeneged yofi panav. But for beauty of his face, what did he say? He said something already not in this world. What did he say? Oh, you showing off. Tomorrow you'll become a worm. You'll become worms tomorrow. Ha'avodah she'agalecha chala shamayim. Ha'avodah means like I swear. He said, I will cut you for Hashem's name. Hitgalachat k'dei la'asir ha'se'ar l'shamayim. In order to take his haircut for the sake of Hashem. L'shem shamayim. For the sake of Hashem. I'm driving in a car. L'shem shamayim. I'm answering the phone. L'shem shamayim. I'm eating. L'shem shamayim. For Hashem's name. I'm sleeping for Hashem's name. I laugh for Hashem's name. I cry for Hashem's name. I give advice for Hashem's name. I walk for Hashem's name. I play basketball for Hashem's name in order for me to be healthy. This is how Jews should think. Every time you think something, stop. Yeah, I want like this. I. Who is I? Hashem knows. I want like this by 1 second. Why? For me or for Hashem? That is the big question. And when you have the answer to this question, you're the most successful person in life. Why? Because when you make Hashem happy, you give strength. It says, to nu oz lelokim, you give strength to Hashem, you are a strong guy. You get strong yourself. Okay. K'dei she'yishmereni me'etzer hara al yofi einai. He said, what do you think about yourself? And number two, he said, after 120, you'll become worms. So I said it. Why? And I'm giving haircut for the sake of Hashem. Why? So he should protect me from Yetzer Hara. Because of beauty of my eyes. Now let's go to next piece. In 6 minutes, Be'ezrat Hashem, we are over. We are closed. Next day, Shimshon in a week. But let's get strength for this week. Let's play strong. That tomorrow, the whole America should say, guys, go back to your synagogue, stay up till the morning, Shavuot, Be'ezrat Hashem. Come on, let's get together. We can do that. We can do that. If we pass these 2 months, that's all. It's all gone already, guys. Next week, maximum 10 days, you're going to go back to your works. You're going to go back to your works. No more staying home, guys. You're going to go to work. But you know what? A day will come, you'll say, wow, I did not appreciate time I was sitting with my wife and the kids by the table. I did not appreciate time when the street was quiet, when there were no cars, no planes. It was really relaxation for 2 months. You're going to miss this. I mean, not the stuff that people got sick, but you're going to miss the quiet peace because the whole New York will be balagan. Noise. But you know what? We should get to works healthy, happy, and have only good occasions. Let's go. Miyad amadti. Right away, Shimon HaTzadik said, I got up. And I said, Yirbu, kamotcha yirbu nozrei nezirut beIsrael. Like you should be Nazirim for Jewish nation, v'kasher. Difficult. Zera Shimshon is asking, Ma'u kamotcha, like you? V'chim lo yu kamo, lo yu yicholim la'azir? What if they're not like him, they cannot be Nazir? Ela mishum Rabbi Elazar HaKafar shebira leh. He heard like Rabbi Elazar HaKafar. It says Gemara Nazir, page 19a. Demi shem azir atzmo min hayayim nikra chote. Rabbi Elazar HaKafar says, if you are permitted to drink wine and you say, I'm never going to drink wine, chote, sinner. Who gave you permission to forbid something that Hashem said you're allowed? We're talking about if a person makes himself Nazir regarding Chassidut. He says, I want to be Chassid, I want to be pious, I want to be too religious, very religious. I mean, Chassidut has limits. But if you start forbidding stuff that you're allowed, it says, Kadesh atzmecha bemutar lach. Make yourself holy with something that you are permitted to. You want to drink wine? Drink. Half shot, one shot, done. Once you drink the whole cup, it's a mistake. But you want to say, I'm never going to drink again wine, also a mistake. Who said for you to do that? Some people say, I will never eat fruits and vegetables anymore. Stop. Who said that? Who gave permission to? I will never eat ice cream 1 week. Who said? It's a sin. It's avera. Why avera? Hashem said you're allowed. Who are you to forbid? I understand if there's a kashrut problems. But if not, why would you forbid? Who gave you permission to do that? It's asur. Or vice versa, other way. Those who are married. He says, I'm forbidden 1 month to touch my wife. Excuse me. Who said for you to do that? It's asur. You have a mitzvah, you have obligation. As every simple Jew, to obligation to fulfill your ketubah needs, your obligation that you promised. And that is very important. But if he's forced to do that, if it Yetzer Hara bothering him, he wants to save himself from Yetzer Hara, that's obvious. Here, even Rabbi Elazar HaKafar holds he's allowed to do that. So I said, like you should be many because you did it to break down your Yetzer Hara. Now from now on, you beat up your Yetzer Hara. Yetzer Hara has no power to go against you. Until you will retract, until you will feel bad that what you got the mitzvah. Why? Because when a person wants to get purified, they help him from Shamayim. What if he says, I don't want to be pure anymore? That's all done. Then he goes back to his sins. 2 more minutes. Let's count. Who's counting? 120 seconds. Let's go. Guys, I want to take a moment and say thank you to all of you. We got all together to learn the Holy Torah. I'll tell you, I love learning all the books in the world. Any book has to do with Torah, I love. But Zera Shimshon gives me always energy. Because as we learned 2 weeks ago with the number 70, on the 70th day, they say what? You're allowed to go gathering 10 people in the shuls. Guys, it's a big thing. Don't think it's a joke. If you 100% know the Torah is ran, the world is ran by Torah, we'll never have pandemics. The problem is we sometimes don't believe in Torah. We don't believe that life goes only the way Torah wants, the way Torah says. Once we have that, that's all. Now, you'll ask me a question, why so many rabbis passed away? Don't ask me this question. I'll tell you something that I'm upset myself, but I'll tell you. "12 years ago, my father was invited to Yeshua. But I'll say it, you close it here, okay? I don't want it to be spread. My father was invited to Yeshua. And the guy told my father, come to Yeshua, and I'll put the video. You'll tell me all my generation names and the whole biography of my 5 generations. You'll tell me, I'll make you happy. To my father, my father's happy. Oh, wow. Okay, we'll go to Yeshua in a week, whatever. A day before, he calls my father. And he says, Mr. Leo, I'm sorry. There's a certain young person. He's a rabbi right now. And we want him to lead the Yeshua. And he said to us, if you call me, you cannot call other rabbi. If you call other rabbi, I'll leave. I'm not going to come. So we want to let you know, we want that guy to come and not you. My father said, listen, biography I know about your father, 5 generations. That guy doesn't know. Nobody knows. Because my father had special photographic memory and special history given to him from generation to generation that he heard from elders. Nobody knew this. And when he would say, and he would connect, people knew the connection. They would, wow, what are you saying? For 5 generations. And what happened in the end? That night, my father came from Yeshua. A few days later, my father went to different Yeshua right away. My father was a very busy person. People needed him. A few days later, my father told me, I feel people not appreciating me in the community. They told me not to come to Yeshua. Usually it never happened in history. People used to fight for me to come to Yeshua's. And here, somebody tells me, this young guy said, if you come, I'm not going to come, like politician business. My father said, I feel community doesn't appreciate me. I hope it's not going to touch my health, because I know in the world when someone doesn't appreciate something, he loses it. Month did not pass how my father passed away in his sleep. Then people start crying. That person start crying. I was stupid. I didn't get my biography. I thought he's going to live 20 more years and this and that. Guys, you understood the answer, right? We lost many rabbis because we did not appreciate before this coronavirus how important to have a rabbi. We did not appreciate how important to follow the path of Torah. We didn't appreciate it. And this is why so many rabbis died. Do you know each rabbi better than the other one? If you put all together how many rabbis died and you count how many books they wrote, it will be more than 1,000 books. Because some of them were genius. Not some, 90% of these rabbis. So the question is, why so much Torah was lost? If Hashem would keep them one more year, 1,000 books would come out. Why we lost all this? Something to think about. When someone calls you and tells you, Rabbi, what's the halacha in this case? You tell him halacha after knowing who is this guy and after knowing what the halacha says regarding this guy. Then he tells you 30 minutes later, he says, oh, but you know what? This rabbi said like that, so I'm going to go like that. The question like that. Then you ask him a question, stop. I don't mind, go to 10 rabbis. But the question is, that rabbi knows you, who you are, knows your family, who you come from, where do you come from? He is just from somewhere. He doesn't know you. The person who knows you gave you halacha. And you go follow that person. And I don't want to say who's right, who's wrong. That's not important. The point is, when you have one solid rabbi that you follow, you're a successful person. You don't need to follow any rabbi by force. You have to choose your rabbi. Go to any rabbi. There's a billion rabbis there. But when he says right, even though you think it's left, you go right. He says, milk is black. You follow it, then you show respect to the Torah, not to this rabbi. No, you respect Torah, you respect Hashem. You say, Hashem, your Torah says milk is black, I follow it. That is the respect of Hashem. That is the respect of Torah. When you do that, that rabbi is protected. This is very important. This is very important. Very important point. Hashem should help us to grow and learn in Torah. I want to go one more minute and we'll finish with this. But I want to tell you one thing. You have no idea how much our communities, I'm not going to say all the Bukhari community, all the communities, have chesed, have derech to the rabbis. You know, it's open fact. The pandemic is not Chinese, not Italian, not It's all from Hashem. Hashem has his own plans. Nobody will understand this, never. But our job is to work on ourselves, to love everybody. It's not easy. It's not easy. Forgive everybody. It's not easy, but you do it. Why? Because this is exactly what keeps you and me and everyone alive. Love everyone. Care about everyone. Care, not to show that you care about him. Care about him. That you should know you care about him. Hashem knows that you mean well. You mean 100%. Not, it looks like you mean it. You do it because you do it. Because you know 100%. And you have that love 100%. Only this is the true love. When you do something for show, believe me, Hashem knows it. Hashem knows better than anybody. And that will save us from everything. But Baruch Hashem, I have so many good news today. They said, Rabbi, so many hospitals. We went, somebody's grandmother, Nekadam Bat Zera, she was sick. She wanted to be, they took her to the hospital. They went to one hospital. They said, no, we don't like it. But it was empty. Not even one COVID patient. They went to second hospital, empty. They went to third hospital, fourth hospital. 4 or 5 hospitals they went to, empty. Not even one COVID patient. Eventually, they went to Connecticut, and they released her after 3 hours. They gave 2-3 shots, and they released her. They said, she's fine, take her home. But Baruch Hashem said, I went to 4 hospitals, not even one COVID-19 patient. This is a good news. Hashem taking away Zera. Hashem should take away Zera from Brazil. A lot of our brothers are there. Hashem should do only Besora Tov to everyone and should never return again to this world. Last piece, and I'll let you go, brothers. Let's go. Inami. If so, Kach Pirusho. This is what Shimon HaTzadik meant to this guy. Kamotcha. Kelomar. Kol mi sheye na'eh. Kamotcha mitzvah alav la'asot ken. Whoever wants to become Nazir like you, mean it to break down Yetzer Hara, a lot should be like you. ואם יהיו רבים כמותך יהיו רצון שילבו נמי נוזלי נזירות בישראל כדי להציל עצמם מן החטא. So if they're like you, have intentions like you, pure intention, so they should be taking on themselves Nazirut, to be Nazir, in order to protect themselves from sin. וסיים דבריו ואמר עליך. And in the end of his words he said, Alecha amar kro, regarding you, the pasuk says, Ish ki yaflil lindor neder. So Shimon HaTzadik says, regarding you, people like you, especially, the pasuk says, a person who specified to take on themselves, yafli means yafli sefatayim. A person should specify when he wants to wow, when he wants to make a neder. He has to specify. Lindor neder. Why it says double language? To do the wow. To wow a wow. Okay? Why double language? Nazir la'azir. To become Nazir for Nazirut for Hashem. Why lindor neder lazir la'azir double? Because v'chi alav levado ne'emar hakra hazeh. What the pasuk talks about him, talks about people like him. Many Nazirim like this. Ela lefi shepachaz yitro al adam zeh. But because he had Yetzer Hara on him, raised up, bishvil shnei devarim, because of 2 things. What was that? His beautiful hair and his beautiful appearance with his beautiful eyes. 2 things. Kanal, va'pasuk shel ish ki yafli ne'emar belashon kaful. Therefore, pasuk talks about double language. Lindor neder ve'od nazir la'azil mishum. Hachi amar lo alecha ne'emar hamikra hazeh. Therefore, Shimon HaTzadik said, regarding you, the pasuk says, in double language. Double, because a person like you who saw 2 problems in himself. Number 1, beautiful hair. Number 2, beautiful face and beautiful eyes. Because of you, double, Torah says double language. But let's stop for a second. Do you know any time we read the parsha Parsha talks to us. Anytime you learn Torah, Torah talks to us directly. This week we read, actually last week, not this past Shabbat, last Shabbat. Before this, in Parashat Bechukotai, we read 49 curses. Why? Because Shavuot considered New Year. Shavuot is New Year, new beginning. Hashem says, Tichle shana vekiloloteha, tachel shana v'bilchoteha. Let that year go away with its cursing, curses, and this year begin with all blessings. Be'ezrat Hashem, we should have besorot tovot, only atzlacha rabba, good news to everyone. We should hear only good news from you, from your entire family. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen v'Amen. Good night. Thank you.
Get out. Huh?